Welcome to video animation class with Sir Clement. Today's topic is side panel and time info. From our introductory video, I explained that we have two side panels. The left side panel, which contains the scene, so the number of scenes that you have in your video is going to show on your left side panel. Then the right hand side panel contains your time info, contains your position, contains your properties, and also have your images, your text and roles and so many other things. So those are the two side panels that we want to look at the time info. So in today's class we will mainly focus on the right hand side panel. The time info works when you insert an object into the canvas. Without any object on the canvas, you won't see the time info on the right hand panel. So let's quickly change the background color of our canvas. Let me change it to black, or you can still leave it like this if you want to, but I want to change the background color. Let me click on background and click on this. If you don't know how to insert the background, you can check my recent video. You see how to change your background. So from here, what do I want to do? Let me insert a text. This text, let me call it, let me say side panel and time info. Okay, from here let me change color to white and bolding and centralize it. Okay, as you see, side panel and time info. Now watch, if I highlight on this text, you are going to see this side panel, this right hand side panel is going to display some properties of this text. So watch the screen. Once I highlight it, you see the time info appears, but if I unhighlight it, it goes away. Now if I highlight it, the time info appears. So note, for the time info to appear, you have to highlight on the object on the canvas for it to appear. Now the time info contains the total duration. Now this text have the total duration of 2.3 seconds, as you can see from the timeline. I can confirm it here. The total duration for it is 2.3 seconds that is going to use for it to play. You see where it ends here, this is 30 seconds. If I shift this to exactly 3 seconds, let me shift it to exactly 3 seconds on the timeline. It says here it shows 3 seconds. That's the total duration in which it shows. Now the enter duration is 0.8 seconds. Why is showing 0.8 seconds? It's not starting from 0, because the entrance effect, it takes from 0 to 0.799 seconds. That is where it takes. So the enter duration, that is the text enters the canvas from 0.8 seconds. If I reduce this entrance effect, let me reduce it, you will see it changes to 0.3, or if I increase it to around 2 and highlight on this, enter duration is now 2 seconds. So let me carry it back to 0.8 seconds. Now since it is 2.0 seconds for enter duration, if I you can also change it from this box and you go to 2 and change it to 0.8 if you don't want to be doing it on your timeline. Put at 0.8 seconds and click on it. You will see it reduces to 0.8 seconds. You can also use this bar here and check if it's exactly 0.8 seconds. Now let's click on it and go here. This is from this enter duration form. It means that it starts from 0 and ends at 0.8 seconds. That's for the effect. Now if I drag this to 1 second, so you see. Okay, looking at this bar, there's nothing showing on the canvas because there is no object available at this minute where this red bar is showing. But if I shift it to the front around 1 second, you see the side panel comes in because there's an object available on the timeline and it's displaying on the canvas. So as we were saying, let's go back to the topic. Once I highlight on this, the time info appears, and for the enter duration, you can see that it enters the screen at 0.99 seconds. If you check here, you see that it's 0.99 seconds, and it leaves for the entrance effect, that is slide down, it leaves at 1.79. So let me shift it back to the center and highlight on this. You see it starts from 0 for the slide down, that's the entrance effect, and leaves at 0.80. Now for the exit duration, that's this always display here from 1.61. If you check here, this bar, it starts at 1.61 and leaves at 2.1. so that's it for it. If I include another effect, it's still going to show you for you to know when the duration of your any object that you insert. You can use this time info on the side panel to know the duration and to know when it enters and when it's going to leave. If you are going to adjust it, that you can know the duration of your video. Maybe you are creating a 5-minute video, a 2-minute video. You have to know that this is when you have to start. And also let me insert a shape into to our canvas and see if it's going to work. And let me reduce the size, and change the color. Let me change the color to green. Yeah, okay, it's okay like this. Let's check the side panel. You can see that the time info is below the style here, and you can see the total duration is 2.30 seconds. If I shift it to around maybe 6 seconds, you see the total duration for this changes to 6.01 seconds, and the enter duration, that is when it enters the screen, is using fading, and when the fading leaves is 0.8. You can reduce it manually, or you go and use it in the timeline and also reduce it. So let me scroll down to exit duration is 0.5 seconds and things like that. So if I want to include another effects in the middle, we have 3 types of effects. You have the entrance effect, you have the modifying effect, and the exit effect. So we want to insert another modifying effect. Okay, let me insert something like border lines and click OK. Now here, let me increase it and see the timeline for this. Okay, so that's it for these other objects here. You can also insert for images. You will see your roles. There are so many things that you can do here to change for the time info. The time info is very important when you want to look at the duration of your video, to know the size of your video. So that's the importance of this your side panel, to look at the time info. So our next video will be considering another topic, so I don't want to reveal the topic, so I just want you to be anticipating. Yes, wait for it and you're going to see it. Thank you for staying with me, and do have a lovely time. Thank you and goodbye. Remember, we are Sir Clement Hub.